a queen draped in gold, whispers of power in her wake, feared by Rome, worshipped by Egypt, immortalized by history and Hollywood. But who was Cleopatra? A cunning manipulator? A romanticized seductress? Or simply a survivor in a world ruled by men? Today, we unearth a tale buried under sand, scandal, and centuries of spin. If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching. A throne in chaos. It begins in 69 BC, in the thriving city of Alexandria, where scrolls filled the libraries and politics poisoned the palace halls. Cleopatra VII Philopator was born into the Ptolemaic Dynasty, a line of Macedonian Greek rulers placed on Egypt's throne by Alexander the Great. But by the time she came of age, that legacy was crumbling. Egypt was weak, its economy broken by famine and debt, its throne a nest of vipers, siblings turning on each other for power. Cleopatra was only 18 when she inherited the crown. But not alone. She was forced to co-rule with her 10-year-old brother, Ptolemy XIII, who also became her husband. Royal incest was a tool for control, but Cleopatra had no interest in being controlled. She was fluent in Egyptian, unlike her ancestors. She walked among her people. She learned. She listened. She understood that her kingdom was more than gold and scrolls. It was survival. The myth of the Seductress. History paints her as a temptress, but strip away the drama, and what remains is political genius. In 48 BC, exiled from Alexandria by her own advisors, Cleopatra made a bold gamble. Julius Caesar had just arrived in Egypt, fresh from civil war in Rome. Cleopatra snuck into his palace, allegedly rolled in a rug, and emerged not as a concubine, but as a queen with a proposition. Power, alliance, legacy. Their relationship sparked scandal. They had a son, Caesar, whom Cleopatra declared heir to both Rome and Egypt. That move, it shook the Roman Senate to its core. But the whispers grew louder. She seduced him. She used him. She was dangerous. Was it seduction? Or simply strategy? A love written in blood. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BC, Cleopatra returned to Egypt, alone but unbroken. The power vacuum in Rome pulled her into yet another entanglement. Mark Antony, a Roman general, Caesar's ally, and Cleopatra's equal in ambition. Their union became legendary. Lovers, yes, but also rulers of the Eastern Mediterranean. They launched a campaign to rebuild an empire. Cleopatra gave Antony ships, troops, and wealth. He gave her legitimacy in Rome's chaos. But in the West, their enemies plotted. Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, denounced them as traitors. He spread rumors. Orgies, witchcraft, poison mines. The couple's fate was sealed at the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. Outnumbered, outmaneuvered, defeated. The queen's final act. Cornered in Alexandria, with Octavian's army at the gates, Cleopatra locked herself inside a mausoleum she had built in advance. When Antony, mistakenly told she was dead, took his own life, Cleopatra followed. How she died remains debated. A cobra smuggled in a basket of figs? A needle dipped in poison? What matters is this. She died on her terms. Not as a prisoner, not in chains, but as a queen. A legacy that wouldn't die. Cleopatra's death ended more than a dynasty. It ended pharaonic Egypt itself. Rome annexed the kingdom. Octavian became Augustus, Rome's first emperor. And yet, Cleopatra refused to disappear. Her image was rebranded. Romans painted her as a dangerous foreign woman who corrupted good Roman men. But centuries later, she became a feminist icon, a symbol of female power, resilience, and intelligence. She's been portrayed by artists, poets, scholars, and by Elizabeth Taylor, who brought her to life in Technicolor glamour. But beneath the eyeliner and legend was a ruler who fought to preserve her nation, her son, her legacy. Did you know? Cleopatra studied astronomy, math, medicine, and philosophy. She financed Caesar's military campaigns with Egypt's gold. She once sailed up the Nile with Antony on a massive golden barge, a calculated display of wealth and dominance. Roman propaganda depicted her as an Eastern threat, exotic, seductive, and dangerous, to justify conquest. Sketch of the day. Today's artwork comes from Amira in Cairo, a haunting charcoal silhouette of Cleopatra in profile, wearing a crown of snakes and stars. One eye weeping gold, the other staring defiantly forward. Behind her, the outline of ancient Alexandria flickers in the dust, a city of brilliance, betrayal, and burning ambition. It's more than just a portrait. It's a reckoning with legacy, half goddess, half mortal, entirely unforgettable. A queen shaped by myth, undone by empire, and still whispering to history through shadow and light. Final thoughts. Was Cleopatra a scheming manipulator? A woman who weaponized love to wield power? Or was she the only player in a man's world bold enough to write her own rules? History has tried to confine her, but maybe her story can't be contained. Cleopatra, seductress, savior, or symbol of survival? You decide. If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching.